sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Room here to run. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. His blood is
diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hand.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now Ross to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double. Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Dalton throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Third down from the gun. Dalton underneath. This is Bernard. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Go, on the ball. On the ball.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Go, on the ball. On the ball. There you go, 368.
Second down, Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. C.J. Mosley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Johnson, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Bengals getting set to go. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he's got room. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run again with Bernard. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. This is brought in at the 21. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And Hill running right through it as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Here's a carry down for Keith Marshall. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action now. Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Give him 30 yards there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney.
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's Samuel. Caught left side. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Johnson was the intended receiver. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Go, on the ball. On the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, here's Bernard. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Dalton here from the gun. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this would come up short.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
Now a handoff. Johnson pushes him over, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Watch it now, Barney! Leopard!
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discuss.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Go, on the ball! 368!
Dalton, bootlegs out. Sliding out of the pocket. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 17 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Go, on the ball!
the gun, it's Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Operating from the gun, Dalton. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Go on the ball.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there for sack number 127 in his great career. Moving in past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They go play action with Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They go to Johnson again. And some room to work. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Lawson, the 4th-round pick out of Auburn.
I think it's safe to say, partner, that he was one of the steals of the draft last year. A lot of injury concerns. That pushed him to the 4th round before he was selected. But 8.5 sacks in his rookie season, I think he's only going to get better.
And those sacks, 8.5, led all rookies. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. Come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays harder.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. Going deep for Eifert. Oh, wide open, complete. Oh, the strength of Eifert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll run with Marshall. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That's caught out left by Perriman.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson. Now he'll escape. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. He's back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Nice.
They'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Right back to him on first down. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Baltimore, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.